South Korea's Tongyeong harbour was the setting for the penultimate stop on the 2018 ITU World Cup circuit. As always here, it was a testing course that awaited the women athletes. Japan's Ai Ueda knows the course well and was once again among the favourites to make the podium, while USA's Renee Tomlin looked to continue the positive recovery from injury that saw her win in Sarasota. As the athletes took to the water for the 750-metre swim, it was the Netherlands' Lotte Wilms who assumed the front spot, and then was able to stretch out her lead, coming past the first turn as the large field began to get strung out behind her, and then maintaining that position right out of the water with a decent advantage over Brazil's Vitória Lopes and home favourite Yun Young Yang. The likes of Tomlin and New Zealand's Nicole van der Kay were in check too. Unusually, Ai Ueda found herself almost 45 seconds back after a difficult time in the water. Zhang was first through T1, and the athletes began the first climb out on the 20-kilometre bike course. Lopez Wilms and Barbara Riveros pushing the early pace, but waiting for someone to take control of their group. By the far turn of lap 1, Ueda had successfully led the charge for the chasers, and some 25 riders now formed the lead pack. All the pre-race favourites well positioned for a charge on the medal positions. Tomlin, Estonia's Kaidi Kivioja and Sandra Daudet of France were among the strongest riders, looking to open up some breathing space by the end of the bike. But nobody was able to form a successful breakaway, and the athletes poured into T2 together. Tomlin lost touch with the leaders after struggling in transition, while Korea's own Zhang still found herself very well placed as she negotiated T2 without incident. But it was Italy's in-form Anna Maria Mazzetti, Australia's Jazz Hedgeland and the Chilean Riveros first out onto the 5-kilometre run. Hedgeland and Ueda quickly found their stride over the first few hundred metres, but with so much talent altogether, it was impossible to predict how the run would play out. Daudet laid down the gauntlet first, but the highly experienced Ueda reacted well, sticking right on her shoulder before making her own move up the hill, slowly establishing a small but crucial lead. At the turn, the pair also had light between them and the third-placed Hedgeland, while Tomlin was looking to close the gap to Mazzetti, who lay in fourth. By now, Ueda had really hit her stride and looked uncatchable out front, calmly taking on fluids for the final push. Daudet was looking equally in control, but unable to make any inroads on the leader. Meanwhile, at the bell, there was a real battle being fought behind her between four top runners, Mazzetti, Tomlin, Hedgeland and Riveros, for the third podium spot. Riveros and Tomlin pulled away together, and by the final turn, the bronze would come down to who had left that little extra in the tank to push for home. Out front though, it was Japan's Ai Ueda who was all smiles as she finally secured gold on the Tongyeong circuit one day after her 35th birthday. Her first World Cup podium of 2018, and what a way to do it. An assured run seeing her finish a comfortable 10 seconds clear of France's Sandra Daudet in second. The USA's Renee Tomlin won the battle for third place, out-sprinting Barbara Riveros to take the bronze medal and continue her recent return to form. Italy's Anna Maria Mazzetti crossing the line in fifth.
First time in Tongyeong, I get the top podium. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for everyone. Yesterday, my 35th birthday. Big present for me. I'm so happy.
It was a really hard race on the bike and on the run. I tried to follow Ai Ueda, the Japanese girl, but she's very strong.
It's always a good day when you get on the podium and good to just be back racing. So yeah, definitely a little hiccup in T2, but that cost me quite a bit. But you know, I try to roll with it and get back on the podium.
Thank you.
Cool.